Halloween, this is Buttermilk cuisine. Today I'm doing chicken Caesar salad and savory buttermilk biscuit. To start off, we're going to use 2 cups of self-rising flour. One thing about this recipe is it gives you an option. Instead of serving rolls, you can serve the biscuit. Next, we're going to get a cup of buttermilk. Next, we will chop up a stick of butter, and it has to be very cold. When the butter is cold, it's hard to cut it, so you can take your time and cut it in small pieces. It will be easier to melt the butter, but as for the buttermilk biscuit, it's better to chop it up because it makes the biscuit flakier. As you can see, I made a well and put the buttermilk in there, and now I'm going to add the butter. I'm also going to add 3 ingredients: garlic powder, parsley, and onion powder. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of each of these ingredients. And I'm going to mix all this up very gently with a fork. It's very important not over mixed, so otherwise the biscuit will be too tough. Adding the garlic powder and onion powder and the parsley make the biscuit savory, and it tastes much better. Continue to mix it with the fork until it becomes a ball like this. Make sure you have some flour on the board before you put the dough onto it. And then you're going to work it very gently and don't overwork it. After this, you're going to butter your baking pan. As you can see, I just tear up the dough and put it in a muffin pan. And we're going to do that with each of the biscuit. And it's going to make about a dozen. When we go out to eat, my kids actually likes the biscuit, so I taught myself how to make it at home. Before you put the pan in the oven, make sure you preheat the oven to 450 degrees. When the oven is ready, you're going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes. When you take it out, it will be golden brown on the edges. Make sure you let it cool a little before you put it in the bowl. As you can see, the inside is very flaky. So here it is. This looks so good and it's very tasty. Next, we're moving on to prepare the chicken Caesar salad. As you can see, I've already prepared the chicken, but you can get the recipe at my chicken kebab video at Buttermilk Cuisine YouTube channel. So now I'm cutting the chicken in medium-sized chunks. And you can cut this any how you want to cut it. I usually make this recipe around Thanksgiving after cooking all day, and this is a nice easy salad to make. So if you have a guest and they said, oh, I don't care for turkey, this is a nice complete meal for them to enjoy. So now we're going to move the chicken aside. We'll move on to the lettuce. I bought romaine pat lettuce. You're going to rinse the lettuce and pat it dry with the paper towel. So after you pat it all dry, you're going to tear it up with your fingers into chunks. Next, add the chicken to the bowl. So now you're going to add 3 additional ingredients. You're going to add your dressing, your Parmesan cheese, and your croutons. You can add as much of the dressing or as little as you like. You can add as much of the cheese as you like. You can never go wrong with Parmesan cheese. And you're going to mix everything together with 2 forks. Last, you're going to top it with your croutons. So that's it. We made a savory buttermilk biscuit and chicken Caesar salad. Bon appetit! So don't forget to subscribe so you can get more delicious recipes.